Hello, JP here and welcome to my channel Roving Chestnut. Well, where do I start? The past few days have been a bit unusual, very unusual in fact. All started off when a friend of mine, Roger, showing me a few months ago how to enter competition websites that give specialist prizes away, such as cool cars and desirable watches. My friend had won a couple of 4 or 5 grand watches and a car worth over 30 grand over the past couple of years. And he'd pointed out to me a bit of a system, the right direction of what to look for in competitions when entering to give myself my best advantage. At this point, I looked at a few sites and entered a couple of the competitions, but I did not really follow the instructions that he told me and I didn't end up winning. After watching a couple of other draws and calming down a bit, I decided I'd enter some competitions for things that I would really actually love to win, and I would follow the tips that Roger had given me. I must admit I am and always have been a bit of a Rolex fanboy. I have a two-tone Sea Dweller which has been my absolute pride and joy, which I purchased from a local authorised Rolex dealer, but I have always aspired to have or own at some point a Sky Dweller or a GMT Master 2, never actually achieving these dizzy heights to date. I'm on a list, but aren't a lot of us. I've always said to myself, if I ever won the lottery, I would absolutely get myself a day date, as that to me is the perfect watch. We all have our own preferences, and that would be mine, a solid precious metal watch by Rolex. So on Monday morning when I woke up, I was scrolling through my phone, as I do, and an advert popped up promoting a Rose Gold Day Date 40 with an olive dial, the 60th anniversary edition, on the Urban Draw website, and it was showing as massively undersold. And the draw was later that day. Remembering Roger's tips, I thought this might be a good one to go for. Urban Draw was saying that the value of this 2023 Rolex Rose Gold Day Date 40 olive dial 60th anniversary edition was around £40,000, and someone had to win it. I had a quick check on Chrono, as I have that app, and saw that there were only 6 available in the UK. That was 6 available that were 2023s, and they were around the 40k mark, all of them. I thought about buying a ticket and saw they were £85 each, so it's not a cheap ticket to buy, but I was unsure if I should buy a ticket at that point, as I'm only working part-time currently, as I'm undergoing some immunotherapy cancer treatment, and to be honest, I was feeling a bit down. So I put my phone down and I got ready for the day without buying the ticket at that point. A bit later I returned to my phone. It was about 9 AM. My phone was still open on the Urban Draw Rolex Rose Gold Day Date 40 olive dial 60th anniversary edition competition page. I thought to myself, I've not been going out much due to my treatment. I've not been out down the pub with my friends to watch the football. So in my head, I had some credit available for that ticket. Well, that's what I convinced myself anyway. So I logged into the Urban Draw account site, having already entered a few competitions. I saw that I in fact spent about £600 on tickets over the past year on other competitions with them, something that almost put me off buying this ticket. But I did. I clicked buy, answered the mandatory multiple choice question, which allocated my ticket. It was number 680. You have to love these multiple choice questions, as I'm sure 100% of people get them right. And for instance, could you answer correctly this multiple choice question? This is an example of one that was on there recently. What is not a luxury brand? A. Rolex, B. Hovis, or C. Gucci? Get that one wrong and you don't deserve a watch. Well, you probably can't tell the time if you get that one wrong. Only my opinion, don't take offence. My plan was to watch the draw at 8 PM on Urban Draw competition Facebook page as they film them all live. Unfortunately, I missed the draw and my wife was out and I had things to do and organise with my children. This is the draw that I missed, well, the important part.
Oh God.
So this is the draw, let's have a look.
There we go. Stephen Ford says, watching with my son, Sonny. Let's win this kettle. Well,
so they show you all of the
Stephen, and big up you, Sonny. We are about
tickets
to go through it,
and
guys,
the entries,
so
the names of the people and the ticket numbers. They scroll through those.
Everybody watching,
so everybody can actually go in, they can go back, they can pause it and make sure that they're actually in the competition. I like that.
Scroll through this at a reasonable pace. If you do miss your name, I apologise, but there is a lot of tickets to scroll through, so bear with me.
You see the B?
Let's do this. Scrolling through. Like I say, if you do miss your name, don't worry. It is there. I'm going through it because we've got.
So they did sell an absolute load that day. So my tip of, getting undersold ones didn't actually work out on this one, did it?
And to be honest, I can see why it nearly sold out, because it's an absolute banger. Sarah says, can I get now ticket number?
Definitely being buzzed.
I can't find it whilst on live, Sarah, unfortunately. Otherwise, that will take up a bit too much time.
There's a lot of these numbers. Well, as I say, I was number 680.
I'm sure it will come up. If you do miss it, don't worry. It will be there. Don't you worry. But yeah, almost there, guys. Just going to scroll through. Bear with me. I know it's probably going painfully slow, but we are almost there now. I did tell you there was a lot of tickets. I was not lying. Hey, there we go. Right. That is that. And here we have random draws.
It's another thing I like. They go out to somewhere else, use an independent system to do the draw.
Important part. Alfie says, in it to win it. Well, you have to be, mate. If you don't buy a ticket, you're not going to win. It's as simple as that. And if anyone has bought himself a ticket or has won previously, they will tell you literally do have to be in
buzzing me.
But anyway, this is business time. This is the serious point now. So everyone make sure they pay attention, because this is what matters. So I'm going to read out everything on screen so you guys know what it is that's going on. If you're just joining in now, you've joined at the right time. So, the draw name is Competition 300. The date is the 8th of the 7th, 24. We've got an Olive Day Date or £34,000 tax-free cash put straight into your bank account as soon as we find out who our winner is. That is if you want to take the cash, because so far everybody in the comments has said watch. Organisation is Urban Draw. This is just some clarification that the entry file has been uploaded as standard.
I got rid of the B.
No problem, which is always good. And this is just, again, a little bit more clarification of that. Clear upload. Easy.
See, they ask people what you're going to take, and lots of people say they want the watch.
All of our competitions, so there's no surprise there. David says, taking the watch. Well, David, I can see why, mate. I'm going to show you the watch again in a minute, so you will see.
Can't believe I missed this.
Description. Has won themselves the 60th anniversary Olive Day Date, or a whopping £34,000 tax-free cash.
710 tickets, so 1 in 710 chance.
Everybody, we are going to find out. Sonny,
it's not that many, is it, when you think lotteries are thousands and millions?
Who has won himself tonight's watch? Submit. Performing draw. Draw complete. Right. Who's our winner? Let me tell you right now. Our winner is John Peters. John Peters, ticket number 680. John Peters.
That's how I would have reacted. I'm so pleased that I had the confidence to purchase a ticket from Urban Draw, and obviously I'm really pleased that I did. The next thing I knew was the mobile phone was ringing because I'd missed the draw. And it was Ted from Urban Draw who gave me the amazing news that I'd won the competition. And he asked me if I'd like to take either the prize, which, as you know, was the Rolex Rose Gold Day Date 40 Olive Dial 60th anniversary, or £32,000 in tax-free cash. Now, that is a lot of tax-free money and quite a decision to make. Turns out this was the 300th draw that Urban Draw have done, which was why they had this particular watch up for grabs. Over the past few years, they've given away 325 watches with a total value of over £6 million. eye-watering numbers and a lot of very happy new watch owners. Well, as I said earlier, I'm a Rolex fanboy, and to have owned that watch, even for a short time, was always on my bucket list. Speaking with Ted, he arranged for the watch to be hand delivered a couple of days later. I asked him a couple of questions, one being, how many have you given away over the past 12 months? He said about 130 Rolexes with a combined value of around £2 million. That's a lot of happy people. Apparently the majority of winners opt to keep the watch and not take the cash. And yes, I decided the watch, but I do have a long-term plan. So, to the horror of one of my friends, Rob, who's been on this channel a few times in other videos, I decided to take the watch and not the cash alternative. Before he tells me I'm mad, at no point did I say I was going to keep the watch indefinitely. And as I've mentioned, I'm working part-time at the moment, which gives me a bit of time to enjoy the watch and see if I can sell it for more than I was offered the cash alternative. Watch my next video to see what I was offered for this amazing watch and if I managed to have my cake and eat it, or did I simply, by keeping it a few days, reduce my winnings. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and a massive thank you to Urban Draw for putting this competition on. Such a nice bunch of people to deal with. Until the next video, JP out. I'm being buzzed by a bee. Being buzzed by a bee, eh? Bee buzzing. It's definitely buzzing me. It's only a bee though, so we'll be okay. We'll be okay.